And Hangout is on air, is on live.
It's
Oh, I said that wrong. But hey, everybody, how's it going? Welcome to another ENM live stream. Today we're joined with Chuck New, which has already been here. How's it going, man?
How you doing, man?
We're joined with Janis. You guys might not know her yet, but you will. She's our ENM's newest graphic designer. Go ahead and say hello.
Hi guys, I'm Janice, and I don't know, I like drawing.
Good introduction.
Thank you.
We're joined by Tom today. He's a member of Kick the Habit. How's it going, man?
What's up? What's up?
Nothing much, dude. And we're also joined with Allie. She did. You might know her from an upload we promoted a long time ago. She did a track with Tomb Deaf called "Summer Breeze." How's it going?
I must listen to
How are
it.
you?
Doing good. Now, since you can't stay the entire, live stream, so we'll go get to know you a little bit better and let people know what you're up to. So you're a vocalist, right?
Yeah, ENM vocalist. I do progressive house, dubstep, deep house, all that sorts, chill step, all that.
Uh-huh. How long have you been doing that? Like
Um,
professionally, like actually doing stuff. I'm not talking like
yeah,
when you were younger, stuff like that.
yeah, no. Professionally, I started last year, beginning of last year, with my SoundCloud, Kayla SoundCloud, and producers just started, asking for collaborations, and that's how I met Tunef. He just, saw my stuff and was like, yeah, let's collaborate, and that's how I met you guys.
What was it like? I'm not a vocalist, but for people that are vocalists, what's it like working with all these producers and stuff like that?
um, what's it like? Well, honestly, it's everything I've ever wanted to do, because I love writing lyrics and melodies and recording my vocals. Like, it's, yeah, like the best thing ever, because you get so many different varieties of genres and people's like takes on ENM music, and like, yeah, like you meet so many new people like from all over the world, like all different kinds of producers, and it's just amazing. Like, yeah.
You have a fruit?
It's got to be great to, use your voice to make music and stuff. A lot of people, they'll make music using instruments or computers or, synths, whatever they got to do, but it's got to be cool to just sing what you're, feeling and stuff like that. Now, what made you like want to start? When did you find out, oh, I want to sing. This is something I want to do professionally. Like, when did that hit you, and what was it like in that moment? Bring me to that moment. Like what happened?
Well, I was always like singing along with like radio songs. Like, I was always, very vocal, very hyper, and like ever since I've heard like Rihanna's Umbrella song
Hmm.
and Unfaithful song, I was just totally like, this is what I want to do. I want to get to that, like, just, yeah, it's just such an amazing feeling to be able to express yourself through, you know, vocals, and yeah. So that
Did you
was
have? Sorry. Did you ever do like choir or anything like that, or anything like outside of?
yeah, actually, yeah. I was in the choir in high school when I was younger, and sang some French songs. But not that I know French. But yeah, no, like started out in high school, I guess, and kind of made my way up there. Yeah.
Now you've also done live performances and stuff. You said you've played even some like festivals and stuff. Uh,
Yeah.
what's it like singing in front of such a large crowd?
It's the most amazing feeling ever, because when you touch people's hearts, like, I used to do a lot of ballad stuff before, and like I just love like seeing people be touched by your music and like feel what you feel on stage, like it's just the most amazing feeling there is.
I feel like because it's vocals, it's I don't know. It comes across to me as like a really personal thing. because you're using your voice to sing and stuff. It's got to be extremely nerve-wracking. Like, I'm sure it's nerve-wracking for anybody to get up on stage, but because it's your voice, like, it's got to be very, very nerve-wracking to get up on
Yeah,
stage like that.
it is. It is. But I don't know, like part of me, like beforehand, I am so nervous. But the moment I start singing, I'm in my element. Like you just forget about all the nervousness and just let go.
I gotcha. What's like a daily routine for like you as a vocalist? Like, do you practice? Do you have a vocal coach? Do you coach yourself? Like, for people that are looking to get into being a vocalist, like, what do you do on a regular basis that helps you out?
Well, first of all, I listen to a lot of different music genres, like not just ENM. Like any genre really, like pop music in general, like that's what I kind of listen to, and I picked up on how other people sing and what they do, and kind of put it into my own interpretation of that, and like I get inspired by like everything, right? So, but like I did have like vocal lessons. What I recommend is like warming up stuff like before singing and stuff like that to just open up your throat and diaphragm and just be able to really belt out the notes.
Yeah.
But like my daily routine basically is I get up and in the morning I'm more inspired than any time of day, like, and I just sit down and I listen to whichever track I'm working on and just start hearing the melody, start lyrics, and record my vocals. Like, yeah, that's what I do.
Now you said you listen to a lot of music. What type of music would you say like your favorite is? What type of genre and what artists do you listen to?
Well, I don't like my favorite type of music right now is deep house, but that is like just because it's like, an awesome beat, but like for inspiration, like pop music in general, like I like my idol is Jessie J and Rihanna. Like those two singers are just amazing, and like what they do, I just like get inspired so much by them. Like Jessie J's masterpiece song, like I did a cover version of that, and because it made me feel what she felt in that song, and just yeah. So that's basically who I listen to, Jessie J.
What would you say like you're like as you've it's clear that you've worked really hard at to get to this point. What was your first like shining moment that like you got to just like, oh, I really like being a vocalist. Like, do you have like a first moment that you can remember that was like, oh my gosh, like maybe first live performance or something like that?
Yeah, actually. My first live performance was in Vancouver at my high school, at the talent show, and I was playing one of my first ever written songs, like, and that feeling, like, afterwards, I felt so alive, like, I was like, this is what I want to do, like, yeah. So that basically, that was 2009. Yeah, so it was a pretty long time ago. But yeah.
What like did you take it as seriously in high school? Like your vocal lessons and stuff, or was it just kind of like a hobby you did?
Um, well, I, you know, just kind of got into it because I had guitar lessons. So through being able to play guitar, I just started writing songs like that, and I guess I did take it seriously because I did have vocal lessons then, and I just, I really knew that this was like what I was gonna do, and yeah. So I did take it seriously. I didn't just do it just because. it was like it's always been with me. It's always been my dream to be a vocalist. So
It must be nice to have like such a clear image of like this is what I want to do at such a young age. I feel like some producers, it takes so long to realize like I'm going to invest all of my energy and time into this. As like I feel like, knowing it that early, just solid is almost a blessing. It gives you more time and stuff to do it.
yeah, yeah. And you evolve over time, like you get better at things and learn more and more. Like you never stop learning, so that's a huge thing. If you start out young, you have a big advantage, like for sure.
And I take like, have you ever had a vocal coach or anything like that?
Not really a vocal coach, more just like going to school, like to
Hmm.
a teacher, that just like once a week or whatever for like half a year. I did that, and then after that, I was like, okay, well, yeah, I took in all the criticism and all the all the knowledge. I'm just gonna do my own thing now, and yeah. But yeah, I still do all the warming up and all that to open up your diaphragm, and like to be able to breathe while singing is a huge thing because you have to hold long notes and you got to do all that stuff. So it was good to learn that.
Do you have like, for I know a lot of vocalists personally that have been trying hard to, get to your position for a long time. Do you have any like tips or feedback or things you wish you would have told like a younger you, like to help them or help? But like I said, just imagine you're talking to like a younger you. What
Okay.
advice would have told her to like get to where you are
Um,
faster?
okay, well, I would say be more like, cause like what I did, like I mean, I played guitar and sang and stuff, and I didn't really know which genre I wanted to go into. Like I was personally listening to a lot of like electronic music while I was still doing the acoustic stuff, and I wish I would have known then that I wanted to actually do that, because
Hmm.
then I would have started out way earlier with that type of genre, because it's more of where my heart was at, like because I listened to so much of it that I should have started out earlier with that. But really, it's all about like just persistence and like keep going with it. Don't give up. Like participate in contests and whatnot. Even if you don't, win anything, you're still getting all that knowledge, getting contacts through all those things. So yeah, basically just know what genre you want to sing in. Cause yeah, if you change your genre like midway, you just like, yeah, it's like good that you know then, but it's good to know right from the start because you can put all your concentration into that.
I gotcha. Did you experiment with genres a lot when you started singing? Like, did you change your style a lot, or did you kind of know where you were going, like to begin with?
No, I did change my genres a lot. That's why I was saying that, because I started writing ballads, then I kind of went to in the rock area, then into pop rock, and then pop, and none of it was really doing it for me because I was always listening to electronic music and I was always like into that stuff. So yeah, it is, yeah, that's what I did.
When did you like know like this is the style I wanted to sing, or do you not even know now?
When did I know?
Yeah, like
Uh,
how did you know? Like this is the one I want to do.
um, well, okay, I was introduced to electronic music in 2010 and like listening to Skrillex, and ever since that, I was like, oh my god, I love this type of music. Like, what is this? This is so new. Like, I've never heard this before. And like, ever since that, I kind of knew, like, man, like, there's like female vocals on dubstep music, and it's totally like the way I sing. Like, why don't I do that? So ever since that, I kind of knew.
Well, dang, like so you've always kind of had like a passion for like electronic music. You've always just kind of liked that genre.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, I guess that helps out a lot. Tom, we'll go ahead and ask you a couple questions. Now, you're in Israel, right?
Yeah.
And apparently, according to him, the weather's always nice down there.
Almost always.
Almost always. Now, you're a member of Kick the Habit. How'd that come to be? Like, how long have you been producing?
Okay. Yeah. I'm producing with another guy, Stav. He's not here at the moment, but we produce a lot. We're producing like around 4 years together, but only in the last 3 years we are working as Kick the Habit. We both had like different projects in the past. We moved through a lot of genres and projects, and also producing for others. Um, they are basically musicians doing what we love. Basically, Kick the Habit started when we wanted to.
Oh. Oh no. Tom, I think we lost you. Oh, bummer. Okay. Well, technical issues happen, I guess. Well, until Tom recovers. By the way, Allie.
I gotta go now.
Yeah, that's fine. I know you can't stay for the entire thing, so you feel free to go whenever.
Okay. Thank you for the
Hey,
interview.
it's great having you, seriously.
Yeah.
Take it easy. Well, hopefully talk to you soon. All right, Chuck. You're next in the pit. We're gonna break you down. Now, we have so much stuff from you on ENM, and it seems like everything you sing just turns to gold. So,
wow.
Hey, personal opinion, dude.
Way to start out big.
Not just me.
That's
You
great,
and
man.
JT, you and JT, man, like have some incredible talent.
Yo, I've been listening to a lot of JT stuff. He is like my new idol, basically.
Oh man, you two are incredible.
That one track, Magic Touch with Nizumi.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I'm a huge fan of that. Like,
That's good.
I don't know. I think since like, I don't know. I try to listen to like a lot of different styles of music, but I always come back to, just listening to the stuff that we've released in the past. And your guys' track, anything with you two on it, is just so good. How long have you been singing?
A long time. I mean, if you want to count, like it goes all the way back to when I was, tyke. I went through all the choirs and stuff in high school. I went to Columbia College in Chicago, which is kind of an art school there. So continued on with some score work and film. Also did music all the way through. Started a band, or me and a couple guys started a band called Ghost House. It was probably around 2008.
Uh-huh.
So we've gone through a bunch of different genres, a bunch of different styles. But yeah, we went strong up until last October, and then the band broke up. So I've been performing with those guys for a while. It's all good in the hood, but that's why I started coming over to ENM, because looking for a new project. Are you back, Tom?
Tom's back.
All right.
Back.
He's recovered, man. You dropped out for a second.
Yeah. Sorry for that.
Chuck, we'll come right back to you. I'm gonna go ahead and give Tom his. So Tom, yeah, it's all good. So Tom, where we left off, you said you've been producing for like 4 years, but only the last 3 years you guys actually started working on Kick the Habit.
Yeah.
Now
We are producing together like 4 years. We both
gotcha.
like, at least 10 years of production, both of us.
Wow.
Yeah, we started really early. As for Kick the Habit, we wanted to make something that is not what people want us to hear, Like, we wanted to bring something to the table that is ours, and that's what we like. So we are playing around with lots of genres, and we have lots of inspiration from lots of stuff. So we wanted to make something that is different, that is going to not a specific direction or something like that. Just flowing around, doing
Lots of
whatever you
freedom,
want.
you know?
Yeah, that's the main idea behind the name actually. Kicking
No,
habit,
really.
kicking all everything that we did before. Like we had techno projects, we had house projects, and then we had kick the habit, which is everything. Yeah.
Well, like, what made you guys decide like you wanted to become a thing to do this? And then you guys just decided, hey, let's become a thing.
Sorry, you was cutted. Can you repeat that?
Yeah, yeah. When did you guys decide that you wanted to work together to produce music? Like, how did that come to be?
Okay, we met online actually around 4 years ago. I had a house label, progressive house, tech house label at that time, and I was looking for new music to sign, and I accidentally just found Stav, and he's living nearby. I started talking with him, and we met, and we just flow together, and we did actually few tracks under different projects.
Hmm.
It went really well, but then because of our inspiration of everything, like we really love music, whatever it is, as long as it's good, we are
Yeah.
here to hear it. Then not sure how it built up to be this project, but it started with a few tracks, and then we decided let's go for a project together and just do what we like, and not
Hmm.
specific genre. Not don't We don't want to stack to anything.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah,
So, like, the whole kick the habit thing was you guys saying, like, to give yourself some freedom to explore your music and to really just do what you want, right?
exactly.
So how has it been going so far? Like, since you've started Kick the Habit and stuff, what's different now? What have you guys been doing differently than what you were doing before?
I think each song that we write, each beat that we write is different than the other one. There is a common sounds and feeling that are both us, but we're trying to evolve all the time. We are looking in different places for new music, just for the creative side of things. We'll have to play and see what's going on. It's like we sit in the studio, we don't think about, okay, today we'll do a dubstep track, or today we'll do future house. We just flow and whatever comes in mind, you know.
Just
This,
kind of comes naturally. You just kind
this
of have fun with it, you know?
exactly, exactly.
That's great. Have you guys, what future plans do you have with Kick the Habit? Like, what is your guys' next thing? Or, like you said, do you just kind of go with the flow?
Plenty actually. We have a lot of singles coming in, and a full album really soon, which will be very diverse and different than what you used to hear from us again. Lots of shows, lots of festivals, lots of good stuff happening for Kick the Habit, that's for sure.
Now, for people that are looking to like keep up with you to, find out more about this stuff, where would you direct them to go? Like, where can they find out more about this?
Of course, in all our social networks,
Hmm.
from Facebook, SoundCloud, Twitter, Instagram, whatever. We are there and we update regularly all those networks. You should check.
I'm sure they will. Is there anything like what music do you listen to? Do you get any inspiration from anybody?
Oh, get a lot of inspiration from everything. I'm I'm I have like a day job, as you
Uh,
say, which is in Waves. Do you know Waves Audio?
yes, I do.
Okay. So I work for this company.
Oh,
Uh,
really?
yeah. So we sit together like 7, 8 people in a room, playing music all day, and lots of inspiration over there because everyone comes from a different tastes and genres, and you get to know lots of bands and projects that are different. And it's really inspiring. I can't really tell you like I like this and that because it's too many.
No, I got you. If you're just locked in a room and music's constantly flowing in your ear out the other, it's like
Yeah,
there's got to be so much you take in. I can't imagine just picking like a few, you know?
mhm. Really
That's
hard.
really cool.
Yeah.
So, as far as future projects go, what are you currently working on now? You said you have a lot of singles, you have an album coming out. What's the album looking out to be? Is it going to be
Yeah,
like the next big thing for you guys?
really big, really big. We just released actually like 2 or 3 weeks ago an official remix to Quincy Jones.
Oh, really?
Oh, Bossa Nova, the official like Austin Powers team. That one was released like 3 weeks ago. We have another release tomorrow, like a free release for the 10,000 followers on our Facebook page. So you should check it out. It's a collaboration with the EDM.com as well. So they're going to release it also for stores and everything. So you should check that one. After that, we have a Savant official remix coming, and after that, an album. But everything is ready, and you should hear about it really, really soon.
Well, it's good to see you guys are so busy and you have so much content flown out. It's really nice to see that. A lot of producers are, I don't know about a lot of producers, but a good amount of, I know a lot that's like, they don't get to put out that much, very much. But it's really nice to see that you're producing so much content and you're giving your listeners, more stuff to listen to.
Yeah, we're both super dedicated. We don't sleep much.
That's always good, though. As a producer, the more effort you put into your work, I feel like the better, it's going to turn out to be.
Yeah, definitely.
For people that are looking to, just on a closing note, for people that are looking to produce and stuff and fans of yours, or even new fans of yours, do you have any advice or tips for people that are looking to produce?
Dedication. That's the key word. I think everyone will say the same answer.
Hmm.
It's it's really everything inside this world. Like uh, you should stick to what you love and do it and never stop, even if it's hard and even if you get like uh, people don't like it or whatever. Just
Yeah.
doing what you like. Don't do what you think other people like. Do what you like, and this will come best.
And that is some really good advice and something I definitely feel like everybody should take in. All producers, no matter what genre of music you're,
Yeah,
making or producing, that is something that can be applied to everything, is just good dedication.
definitely.
So Chuck, we've actually had you previously on a past live stream. Unfortunately, we didn't get around to actually recording that and stuff. I asked you a whole bunch of questions on there, but let's go through all one more time just in case people actually miss this stuff.
Yeah, sure.
Starting out as a producer, or not as a producer, a vocalist. Um, how did you get started out as a vocalist?
Um, Basically, when I went to college, I met up with a couple of people that were kind of into the same thing I was. So we started recording at that point. Once I started recording, it kind of spitballed from there. And once you lay down something great on record, you just want more and more of it, you know.
Yeah.
So that was really kind of the jumping off point. It was probably freshman year of college in 2004. So I've been singing like semi-professionally for that, you know, since 2004. So yeah, just different projects, different bands, just sticking with it, and you know, doing a lot of recording as much as I can, you know.
Now, you said you hopped on. Is this part of the band at this point?
Well, it was still called Ghost House back in those days, but we went through like a hip hop phase. We went through
Mhm.
kind of a like a glitchy rap phase thing. We went through a bunch of, you know, it was always the same guys, same group of guys, so we got to explore a bunch of different genres and made some pretty good stuff in the meanwhile, you know.
hmm Now, what type of genre? Like, what are all the genres you guys covered before you actually got to Chuck New?
Uh, what do you mean, the band? What, the band
Yeah.
that I was in? We went from, we had a live instrumentation rap band, basically.
Uh,
Uh, and then we kind of went through an electronic phase with the rap stuff. Then we gave up the rap and started doing kind of like funk pop or, you know, disco funk, stuff like that.
uh,
So yeah, we did that for about 3 or 4 years, kind of just stuck with that genre and tried to evolve on the sound and try to get better production and played some, you know, some great live shows and started getting a little audience. So it was a lot of fun for a long time.
what got you from there to here? With, you know, I really like the new disco-y, funky vibe you've been putting out recently.
Yeah, I mean, I guess what the first jumping off point was when Sam Padrul, he had written a song called Party Tonight that he put on his EP, and he actually sang it and recorded it at his place. And I came over to it, and we were just kind of vibing one night. And he's like, "Man, I think it would be a lot better if you sang this." So I was like, "Hey, you know, if that's cool with you, I'll definitely sing on it." And we went to the studio. It was just me and him, and we went through it, and had a really great engineer for that tune. And you know, it just kind of clicked. I felt a little more comfortable doing the new disco vibe than some of the funk band stuff that I was doing, because it's a lot of yelling and like kind of unmusical type of singing stuff. It was more of like a character act kind of a thing than it is this new disco stuff. You know,
Yeah.
the stuff that I've been working on, because it's, you know, it's a little bit more personal, a little bit more kind of showing off the actual musical qualities of my voice, you know.
Yeah. I actually have Sam followed on my Spotify account, and I've noticed you guys work together a lot, and a lot of the tracks are really good. What's it like working with Sam? Like, it seems like you guys have worked with each other pretty often. Do you guys still work together?
Yeah, he's actually back. He's back in school. He's going to grad school, so his time is a little bit limited at this point. But
I got
yeah, we go back about 2 years. We've done 3 or 4 songs together. You know, I hope to do a lot more stuff with him once he gets the time.
you. Mhm.
And he's working on an instrumental for me for my upcoming project. So
That's really exciting. I really like pretty much every track you guys have put together. I've given tons of listens to. No lie.
yeah,
I really like Offbeat, and of course your big hit release, Shine with ENM. That was a
oh,
huge one.
actually, Offbeat was sung by Sam. That's not me.
No way.
Is that
Okay,
cool?
never mind. That's
We
totally
sound
my
pretty similar,
bad.
man. You really, really killed that one. I love that tune.
Oh man. What was it like? Shine is one of our most popular tracks on ENM. What was it like making that track?
Man, it was really cool. It was a predecessor to another track that you guys released, "Feel the Love." So
Mhm.
once we laid that down, and we're feeling pretty good about that. That was kind of the next one that he had like on the menu. So while he was working on, you know, the production side of stuff, I just took a rough instrumental from him, kind of took my time on the lyrics, and it actually just flowed pretty easy. Like the words came to me, you know, the groove was there, you know, the feeling was there, so it came together pretty quick. And we were fortunate enough to work with this really awesome engineer who mixes like Humphrey McGee's stuff, and He's like a serious engineer. So yeah, we took it into him, and he polished it up, and me and Sam helped him out the whole way, and picked out stuff we wanted. But he really made the tune what it is.
So you really like this new funky, new disco stuff. Do you feel comfortable like this is where you want to go, or are you still kind of experimenting?
Yeah, I think I'm pretty much addicted to it at this point. All the producers that have been coming at me with these style tracks, I just fall in love with immediately. I do want to push the limits a little bit. I know Shine was a little bit on the lighter side, a little bit more poppy. So I want to try to do a little bit more edgier stuff, and just try to push the limits and get outside the box a little bit. But yeah, the new disco stuff, like I said, I'm addicted to it, man. I can't get enough.
Do you have an example of like a track that you know that's kind of like what you're wanting when it comes to, you say you want a little more edgy stuff, but you still want to keep that new disco vibe? Do you have like an example, or just something like you feel like you want to do?
Well, I guess I said that because when Octagamma, Cyan and Fusk, when they sent me that track that they're going to release pretty soon, that was that's a heavy track, like, and I was vibing with it, and it's it's just a little faster, a little harder, so it was kind of out of my comfort range a little bit. So yeah, like just pushing the limit that way, not leaving the genre by any means, but just working with different producers that have different ideas and all different tempos, sounds, stuff like that. So I was excited to work on that track, and the way it came out, I was I kind of wanted to do more of that stuff. So
I'm glad to see that you're working with guys.
What's that?
I'm glad to see like you're starting to work with these guys. For those of you who haven't actually listened to this track that he's talking about, it's a little more, like he said, it's a little more edgy than what he's typically released, but like it's really cool to see you're actually going for that.
Yeah, that one, the first time I heard it, I was like, all right, challenge accepted, like this. It's, I gotta make it, because they had something specific in mind. They wanted it to be about a certain thing, so I had to relate I usually write the lyrics just based on what I'm feeling on the tune, but they kind of had an idea for it, so it was a challenge, and it's just a lot of fun. It's a high energy track. It's a little more hype than some of the stuff I've done, so yeah, it's just exciting,
Have you actually started working on this track?
Which one?
The one we're talking, the Cyan and Fusk one.
Yeah, they have the vocals. They just finished up the instrumental. They added a huge like ending section onto the back of the track. So I think I might send them like a couple more ideas for the end of the track, but they have all the stems right now, so they should be working on it, I think.
And how do you feel it's going to turn out? Are you feeling pretty confident?
It's going to be freaking unbelievable, man. It's going to be really tight. Did you hear the updated instrumental for that? With that breakdown at the end?
I don't know if I've listened to it yet. I remember the first one you posted, but I haven't listened to the newer one.
Yeah, he added this huge section on the back end of the track, and it's going to be absolutely enormous.
Oh man, I can't wait to give it a listen. Oh man, okay. Now I've already asked Allie, the girl that was here previously. I asked her this question too. I want to ask you as well. If you could give feedback to a younger you, what would you give him?
Well, for starters, like if you're just starting in vocals or whatever, don't be afraid to explore every range of your voice. Some people think that males have to sing masculine and females have to sing a certain way. So I grew up kind of like I was an alto in my choir. I wasn't even a tenor in my choir. I was singing the girls' parts and stuff. And I had a really great teacher that said if you can do it, you might as well do it. So if you have that in you, you should be using that that instrument. So I would say like don't put boundaries on your voice and just kind of be true to like don't try to impersonate singers. Just try to sound like yourself.
I gotcha. Now you said you were in choir in school.
Oh yeah, all the choirs, all the musicals, all that stuff.
What was it like? Obviously, you did way different stuff back then and stuff. Were you taking it as seriously as you are now?
Like in high school, I was. I always looked forward to the performances and stuff like that, and I just felt comfortable, and it's kind of it's a very trying task to learn some of those difficult songs and breath control, voice control, pitch control, all that stuff. So yeah, I mean, I was pretty into it. So professionally, I don't know about that, but
Did you back then? Do you think you felt like you would be in this position?
I always kind of dreamed that maybe I would, but I've had a bunch of amazing experiences with my band, and I feel like I've already kind of accomplished a lot of the stuff that I used to dream about. So yeah, in a way, like it's always been kind of a goal and stuff. So yeah, I'm pumped it turned out the way it did. That I'm working with you guys and all these ridiculous producers that seem to think I have a good voice. So
Has there ever been? Is there like a specific producer that you hope to work with one day? Like somebody who's like, I want to sing over one of this guy's tracks.
oh man, I wouldn't have like one single answer for you. Uh, Maybe like be involved in like a Chromeo track or something like that, because I do a lot
Oh
of
yeah.
soundtrack stuff also. So those guys are like, the great funk, the great vocal, the great talk box. Those guys are kind of like inspirations to me. So yeah, that would be way cool. Or maybe Oliver.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, his
Have you
stuff is
ever
weird.
reached out to any of them? Like, have you? Cause
Wait.
I don't know if you've ever listened to Dead Mouse's track, "The Velt." Literally, it was just a guy that was a vocalist, recorded vocals, mixed it in, and sent it to him. And then Joel was like, "Oh my God, this is so good! I'm going to use this." Have you ever actually sent in Chromeo vocals? Please like it.
You know
I
what?
want to
We
work with you.
we have actually my band has like done an opening act for a Chromeo set.
No,
So
really.
yeah, so we got to meet those guys once, but I've never had the cojones to just send unsolicited dry vocals to Chromeo. No.
Like, I feel like you get all this praise, and I feel like you don't take it seriously enough. Which is, I mean, if any producer did, that, it wouldn't be, it seemed cocky or something like that.
Right.
Um, as a producer, we all have our fans. Tom, has kicked the habit. He has fans. You have fans. Everybody's got fans. And when people's like, "Oh my God, I love this track," most people don't take it seriously. Um, you get a lot of praise, at least from our fans, and I think why not? You should go for it. Go ahead and shoot, Chromeo's agent. Be like, "Hey, here we go. Come on, man." You know what I'm saying? Like,
You're right, man.
so.
All this it's kind of still new to me, so I'm still kind of honing in and like
uh
and narrowing in my sound and stuff. So I think with a little more variety under my belt and a little more experience, that's definitely a possibility, man. I mean, why not, right?
That would be really neat. So, okay, Janice, it's your turn. Are you ready?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, we're gonna take a little different approach here. A lot of people have asked us to bring on one of our graphic designers. So you're actually the first one we're gonna bring on.
Cool.
So for those of you who don't know, Janice is actually the newest addition to the ENM staff. She's gonna be our newest graphic designer.
Um, is it okay if I could put my online alias next time though? 'Cause I'm mainly known by my alias, I guess.
Yes, that's fine. Yep, we'll definitely
Yeah.
have you on board. So don't even worry about that. So you are a graphic designer. How long have you been drawing?
Um, to be honest, I've been drawing as long as I can remember. I've loved it ever since I was a kid, basically.
I got
So,
you. So as far as you've been drawing, but when did you decide that you wanted to be a graphic designer and you really started honing in on, improving your stuff?
it actually came in when basically when I was around 15, I learned that, oh, I can actually make some money with drawing. So I just, you know, opened up commissions and I found out that was pretty fun. And like it kind of benefits a lot, but of course, you know, because it became work, I wanted to try and avoid that. But as the years passed by, it just seemed to be more and more fun to work with people and on drawing. I mean, I can help other people get their ideas out, right, when they couldn't. So it just felt like I was helping in a way.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Now, is this something that you want to do professionally, or is this still a hobby?
Um, it started out as a hobby, of course, but as time went by, it just seemed that it's something I should really stick by, and it just felt normal to me, and as I said, it's fun. I mean, the reason I always saw drawing as a hobby is because I didn't want it to become work, because when I heard work, I would think boring, right?
Uh-huh.
But yeah, that changed. So now it's just, you know, as
I gotcha. So, you said you've been doing commissions. You have a DeviantArt page where a big bulk of your stuff is, correct? You also have a website, right?
yeah.
Now, how many commissions have you done?
Um, oh my God. Let's see. I'm gonna say more than 300, maybe.
Really? That's a lot. Now, how long have you been
Yeah.
doing commissions?
Um, ever since I was 15, so wait, now I'm 21,
Oh,
so
really?
it's
So
about
you've been doing
6
commissions
years.
for a long time.
Yeah.
Now, typically, have you done anything like you're doing for us? Like, we're going to use your artwork and stuff. You're just working on your first batch now, and it's going to be used for album artwork for our producers, stuff like that. Have you ever done anything like this, or is it like, oh, draw this for me and my friend?
Nothing as big as this really. Like normally I would get commissioned to do like CD covers and such, but
Mm,
not as big as this. So this is why it's a bit overwhelming at times because it's an honor, if anything, and
gotcha.
to actually do drawings for like music like this. It's like
Now oh, sorry. Go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
it's okay. It's just like I've told you before, I'm addicted to the ENM music and it's just really good. It's just I never thought one day I would actually work with people like this. So it's really good. Like
Now, you've been listening to some of our music releases, stuff like that. What does anything like particularly catch your eye or ear? I guess.
um, it's mainly the funk music that hits me the most. It's
Okay.
actually really relaxing to listen to when I'm doing work.
So you like the new disco-ish stuff?
Yeah.
I gotcha. Have you been listening to this type of music? Like, how long is it just recently, just because you got the position with us, or was it like you've been listening to this for a while?
For a while actually, like when I was a lot younger, I would listen to Daft Punk a lot, for example. I even bought like their CDs that were limited edition and everything. So what's it? I don't know about music genres so much, but house mixes basically. Electro house mix.
I gotcha.
Yeah, I used to listen to those a lot.
Now, what do you do to improve upon your skills? Like, are you more traditional, like pen and paper, pencil, stuff like that, or are you using like drawing pads, stuff like that?
Let's see. Well, normally when I would draw on paper, it'd be rough sketching, so it
Okay,
wouldn't really be complete drawings. It's just to get to brainstorm ideas, because I normally work on digital.
I gotcha. Um, so what programs, like for people, I've been asking everybody the same question and stuff. Do you have like feedback, hints, and tips for somebody that's looking to get into graphic design?
Hmm. Let's see. Well, I mean, as well as doing commissions, I'm also working on my personal work, which is I want to release a comic book soon. and
Mhm.
maybe a few art books that I have in store. So
Okay.
it's really like it's having the passion for something and dedication in general, right? I
It's
mean,
just what Tom said.
yeah, there are people who, oh, I want to get better at this because oh, I can make more money. Oh, I need to improve because that just adds stress. If anything, it's sure it's some sort of dedication, but what I think drawing really is, it's just getting your ideas out there, and that's what makes me happy in general.
Now, what made you to decide to work on a book?
Well, the comic it was actually based on a dream I had, and I really wanted to actually make something out of it, 'cause I guess I really liked what I saw, and it's just based on experience in life that gave me ideas in general and what I could add to it, and hopefully people will like it. People will like what I like, basically.
I gotcha. Now, and you're also working on a comic, correct?
Yeah.
Now, when's that going to be? Like, when are your books and the comic and stuff going to be available to everybody?
Well, I recently wrote the script up, and all I just have to do right now is practically draw it. But
Okay.
everything, script, title, everything is complete until now.
Well, now that you're part of the E&M team, I'm sure we can let our listeners and viewers know like when that's available and stuff. Um, so we're actually running here low on time.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go ahead and close up here. So we've been joined today by Janis. You'll be able to see her stuff on E&M here pretty soon and stuff. She's currently working on her first batch and stuff, but for those watching the video, currently listening or might watch it later on YouTube, you'll be seeing more of her works here pretty soon. Chuck, it was a pleasure having you as always, man. And
Oh,
I mean, everybody should know who you are at this point. If not, feel free to check out his many releases that he has with us and, SoundCloud, stuff like that. Be sure to follow him up. Tom, it was a pleasure having you on as well. Everybody, be sure to check out Kick the Habit on all their social sites pages, Twitter, Facebook, such stuff like that. And then Allie is not here, but if you guys want, please check her tracks out. We've released some of her tracks here on E&M as well. My personal favorite with Tone Deaf. It was a pleasure having all y'all on, and I look forward to hopefully talking to you guys again soon.
Definitely.
absolutely, man. Good to see you.
It was a pleasure, guys. Thank you so much, and thanks again for watching another E&M live stream. Bye, guys.
Bye.